Now, India Today Group has always set the benchmark for gold standard of journalism, and here's a very special announcement here. We're all set to raise the bar even higher when it comes to new age business news. Here's what you can expect in the coming days, including revival and recovery in post-second COVID wave and catching the pulse of India's financial world.
Over the past 4 decades, the India Today Group has been the gold standard of journalism in India. During this glorious journey, some of the sharpest, finest journalists and editors have been part of the India Today family. Today, we are delighted to welcome on board the best known, most respected financial journalist in the country, Udayan Mukherjee. Udayan, welcome to the India Today Group.
Rahul, hi, and thank you very much for welcoming me into the India Today family. I'm really delighted to be part of your network now. I mean, I've always known what an extensive and enormous reach your brands like India Today, Business Today, and TV Today have. I mean, with millions of Indians. And I really am looking forward to the opportunity of reaching out to them and engaging with them in a small but meaningful way.
And we're delighted to have you on board. You said goodbye to TV news in 2013. So what's made you decide to come back after all these years?
Well, you know, in 2013, I had had almost 18 or 20 years of the daily grind, and that was enough for me. So I stepped away from that daily role, but continued to be on the margins, lingering as a commentator for many years. And then last year, while in the midst of COVID, I decided to end that as well. The whole world of business has been turned on its head. I mean, business is not going to be the same again after COVID. And everybody from business houses to policymakers, they have to look at the world through a very different lens. And for people who are observers of the business world, like I have been for over 2 decades, I think it presents a different kind of a challenge. And therefore, after 1 year of being in the wilderness and essentially being homebound, I thought it would be a good opportunity to engage with the business world from a different perspective, from a different lens once again.
What's your sense of the emerging post-COVID business landscape, and what should the viewers of India Today expect from Udayan Mukherjee?
Well, you know, Rahul, in short, everything has changed. I mean, businessmen don't look at plans and investments and the future in quite the same light as they might have done even 1 year back. I mean, the linear trajectory of every kind of plan is over. I mean, that's never going to be the same again. Equally, I mean, if you look at the whole policy landscape, I mean, for policymakers, everything has changed completely. Everybody's trying to see how economies can be revived, how people can be helped, and while doing all of this, how to keep the beast of inflation tamed, because that can really rear its head and destroy everything once again very quickly. So for business people and for policymakers, everything has changed. But I think one very crucial thing, Rahul, which has also changed, is the very audience who watches you and I. That business audience has changed quite completely. I mean, we were used to having people in their 40s and 50s and 60s consuming business media. But today's generation who are watching Business Today and TV Today and India Today and reading them, they are actually younger. They are in their 20s and 30s. Many people who are investors in the stock market are doing it for the first time. So not only are we at the intersection of very powerful changes in the business and policy landscape, I think our very customers, people who consume media, that has undergone a sea change over the last year and a half. And I think all of us have to really rethink this landscape while talking to them.
Well, we don't want to give away too much just yet. What we want to tell all our viewers is watch this space for more. We're very excited. We've got big plans, and you'll see them play themselves out across the India Today Group in the days and weeks to come. Udayan, welcome, and it's great to have you on board.
Thank you very much. I really look forward to the opportunity.